right, so are we ready? We're going to talk about some dumb motherfuckers. All right, so we got traitors get shot. Wiley man who was at the Capitol riot threatened to kill his family. So let's watch.
Fourth North Texan accused of being part of the mob that stormed the U.S. Capitol. Guy Reffitt was arrested by the FBI over the weekend. He's also accused of threatening to kill his own family if they turned him in. Tonight, we're also hearing from the Frisco realtor who was arrested for storming the Capitol and what she's asking for from President Trump. Here's Scott Gordon.
I'll turn this up.
According to the FBI, Guy Reffitt was among the mob of Trump supporters who stormed the Capitol January 6th. Agents say they spotted the oil worker in news footage of Capitol rioters wearing a tactical vest and a black helmet, flushing his eyes from apparent pepper spray. These still images from the news video are included in Reffitt's criminal complaint. On Saturday, when agents went to Wiley to arrest Reffitt and search his house, they say his wife, son, and daughter revealed he had threatened them as traitors if they talked to police. In a court document, his wife said when she was not at home, her husband stated to their son and daughter words to the effect of, "If you turn me in, you're a traitor, and you know what happens to traitors. Traitors get shot." The FBI says Reffitt further told his son that if he crossed the line...
One thing that's really funny is, like, you know what happens to traitors, right? That's already, like, a euphemism. Right, so yeah, you know what happens to traitors, right? Yeah, right? Like, you're supposed to stop it there. The whole point of saying you know what happens to traitors is so that you don't incriminate yourself by saying you're going to kill someone. That's the whole point. So when you say you know what happens to traitors, traitors get shot, you're just a dumbass. Like, you're just a dumb motherfucker, right? Like, seriously.
And reported him to the police, putting the family in jeopardy. Reffitt would have no option but to do his duty for his country and do what he had to do. In a phone interview with NBC5, Reffitt's 18-year-old son Jackson described his father as a strong supporter of President Trump, who believed his false claims that the election was rigged. He says his father joined a right-wing militia group. "I love him, but I hate him," Jackson Reffitt said of his relationship with his father. "I don't really know him anymore."
If it comes down to war, guess what? I'm going to be there.
Meanwhile, Jenna, the Frisco realtor arrested last week and released on bond, is asking President Trump for a pardon.
President Trump, I want you to know that I have been a true supporter of yours, and I believe
as you
that
can
you
tell
won the election.
By this background, real quick, this is someone with economic anxiety, of course. One of the like weirdo like left Twitter and like Glenn Greenwald's been doing this too. But like one of the weirdo coping mechanisms is that like, oh yeah, no, the Capitol rioters were poor people, right? Jimmy Dore was out there saying, oh, if we just gave them $2,000 stimulus checks, they wouldn't have tried to kill Nancy Pelosi, right? Well, this is, as you can tell, someone with very hardcore economic anxiety. You can tell this person is struggling to get by, you know, judging by their looks, their clothing, and their background, of course. So let's just keep that in mind.
We're all going to be up here, and we're going to be breaking those windows.
In its criminal complaint, the FBI quoted some of her own words she posted on social media. But Ryan says, despite what she said,
we're going to go down and storm the Capitol. They're down there right now, and that's why we came.
She never vandalized anything and didn't approve of the violence. In an interview with NBC's Cynthia McFadden, Ryan says she thought she was welcome inside the Capitol.
Are you guilty? I personally feel innocent in everything that I have done. I feel like the police officers were ushering people in to the Capitol. I ended up getting in the Capitol for about 2 minutes, and I was like, ew, this is not where I want to be.
Okay, we came far enough.
The FBI investigation of the Capitol riot continues, and more arrests are expected. Scott Gordon, NBC5.
There you go. So I love doing those things where I get to play the news video, and it's like, I don't have to do anything. I just sit here and watch a video. And then, you know, like, so good job on them. But, yeah, these people are fucking weirdos. They're freaks, and we really do need to send them all to jail, in my estimation. That's my opinion. But, yeah, so again, these people, again, they've got economic anxiety at the wazoo. They really, if only they got that extra $1,200 or $1,400 a couple of weeks ago, you know, then they wouldn't have gone and stormed the Capitol to install Trump as president, right? Because Trump giving them $2,000 would have meant that, you know, that Trump has lost the election or something. They're so stupid. They're so dumb.